the sun and the moon bow for you, but you won't open your eyes, yeah. Oh, yeah. Tick tock, pretty baby. You can get it back, don't you waste it. To grow from your past, gotta face it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I love that song by Tiwa Savage. Simply because she's speaking some ancestral truths in that song that go over many of our heads. And when she says the sun and the moon bows for you, every single day you get light and warmth and information from the rays that are coming from the sun. Do you bother to give thanks or to give honor to that, or to say, I recognize you, I acknowledge you? How about when it rains, the water that comes down? Do you bother to say thank you for the rain, or to acknowledge the water and what it does in and outside of your body to cleanse you? What about the earth and the food that it grows for us to eat and to nourish our bodies from the inside out? Do you bother to say thank you to the earth? These are the elements: the earth, water, fire, and you can call one of them spirit, but the other is going to be air. You need these entities, and they have names because they are entities and they are conscious. Everything is a part of consciousness. And something that has the power to change your life, if it goes on a strike, that should be recognized and it should be honored and cherished. And this is what our ancestors knew, and that is why they gave such recognition to these elements, because they knew that if the sun and the moon decided to just go on strike, decided that it was tired of giving its life-giving properties to us without being recognized, then we would all suffer, if not die and perish. But you see, we don't think about these things because we have been desensitized. And by that I mean that television, music now, they show us things that you can't see with the naked eye, but that we wonder about. And I'll give you an example, like a portal. On television or some of these movies, you will see someone open a portal to go from one place to another. Well, what if that's not how portals really work, but that's how people who can't understand it would imagine that that's what a portal would look like? But portals open for us all the time. Whenever you change thought, a way is made out of no way. That's a portal. When you can get from one end to another of a situation, that's a portal opening. It doesn't have to be something that you can physically see. There are a lot of things that we can't physically see, but we know they exist, like thought. You're never going to be able to see thought without a medium. And the medium is us, our physical bodies. We bring something from the unseen over to the seen. You can get from one place to another without physically having to travel there. That is what I call a portal. And what I mean by that is you can improve your health without going anywhere. Okay? You can improve the quality of your life just by changing your perspective on it, on different situations. And so this is just to give you a small glimpse at what it could mean. Some of these things that we find it hard to understand in life, when you see the cause and effect of a situation or of a thing, what brings something from non-physical to physical? It's all reality. It's just a matter of how you view it. So don't allow some of these videos and movies that we see that are produced from Hollywood to keep you from understanding or even being able to recognize symbols and how powerful symbols are. Because everything is not going to be seen necessarily with the naked eye, but there is another eye that sees through things. That's the eye that shows you what the world we live in is made of. And I would much rather see that than to have to only see things in the physical in order to believe in them, because there's so many things that exist outside of our abilities to see. It is being able to see the causation of those things that brings it into your physical reality and allows you to interpret whether it's real or not. But this is also tying into free will, because you have the will to see the world however you choose. That is never going to be taken away from you. You just have to see the value in being able to choose and not being given your vision by an outside source, such as what we receive through education or what we receive through music. Because music is another one of those powerful sources of energy that we can't see with the naked eye, but we can feel. And through feeling, we can see what music does. Doesn't mean music doesn't exist. It just means that you're not going to be able to see it until you reach a level where you can actually interpret music by symbols, and even, understanding how nature plays its own music. It doesn't have to be something that comes through or is broadcasted through, radio or television. Music is all around you. And when you repeat notes or you repeat melodies, then this is how things get embedded inside. When it's embedded, you can start to see it. So learning how to program and embed yourself with symbols and sounds can help you see reality a completely different way from the next person. Many of us think that people see the world the way that we see it. Like, I know that nobody sees the world through my eyes. Your eyes are so unique that nobody can see the world through them, which is why you exist. You are here for a reason, and whatever that reason is for you to figure out, which is a journey that's worth taking and investing in. How long you're here depends on how long you want to be here, which is another free will choice. And your will is your way. Willpower is the power that is given to you from all sources. You must understand that your will is determined by your perspective. Your will is driven, rather, by your perspective. And your perspective is determined by your programming. Are you allowing your programming to come from another source, or are you determining what you're programmed in, what's programming you? You can make all of this up if you want to. You can start from scratch and make everything up. People live in their own worlds. And just to understand that your world is uniquely different from the next person is a part of what wakes you up to begin tapping into your divine powers. When you see that someone else doesn't see exactly the way you do, instead of being angry with them for not seeing it, you can start to appreciate the differences in yourself. And that's sowing, that's harvesting, or that's sowing seeds in yourself so that you can harvest the fruit. And all of these different analogies and metaphors are ways for you to understand on a deeper level that everything that is physical, it has a cause that comes from the spiritual nature. And so, not to go further into this, I just wanted to say that your portal is always opening and closing for you. You just have to have the eyes to see when it's open and then take your butt through it. Thanks for watching. I'm Kiana with Nourishment 101.